You've been told to be realistic, but what if realistic thinking has become a prison? While it's important to acknowledge facts, it's equally crucial to recognize that your current circumstances are not your final destination. They are simply your starting point. Every transformational success story, from Andrew Carnegie, rising from poverty, to Henry Ford, revolutionizing transportations, began with someone who refused to let current limitations define their future possibilities. They didn't ignore reality. They worked strategically to change it. The difference between those who remain stuck and those who break through isn't luck or talent alone. It's the willingness to take consistent, purposeful action toward a clearly defined vision, even when circumstances suggest it's impossible. Your mind is designed to move toward whatever you consistently focus on. When you constantly rehearse limitations, I can't afford it, I'll never succeed, this is just how life is menaced. You're programming yourself for stagnation. But when you develop a clear, compelling vision of where you want to go and consistently align your thoughts and actions with that vision, something powerful happens. Your brain begins to notice opportunities you previously missed. You develop the persistence to push through obstacles that would have stopped you before. This isn't mystical thinking. It's applied psychology. Your subconscious mind works continuously to make your dominant thoughts and beliefs into reality. The key is taking conscious control of this process, right? Success begins with definiteness of purpose. Vague wishes produce vague results. Instead of saying, I want to be successful someday, declare specifically what you want to achieve and by when. You write down your major definite purpose. Make it specific, measurable, and time-bound. Read it aloud twice daily, once upon waking and once before sleep. This programs your subconscious mind to work toward this goal, Artersooth hours a day. Carnegie built his steel empire by maintaining unwavering focus on his definite purpose. Every decision, every action, every partnership was evaluated against this central goal. This clarity of purpose gave him the power to persist through setbacks that defeated his competitors. Purpose without desire is like a car without fuel. You need emotional intensity to sustain you through inevitable challenges. Your desire must be so strong that failure becomes impossible to accept. Burning desire is not mere wishing. It's an obsession that demands fulfillment. It's what kept Edison working through Ling failed experiments. It's what drove Ford to persist despite ridicule from experts. It's what compelled Lincoln to continue despite repeated political defeats. How do you develop burning desire? Feed your vision daily. Visualize your success in vivid detail. Feel the emotions of achievement. Make your future so real in your mind that your present circumstances become temporary inconveniences rather than permanent limitations. Your thoughts are under your control, though most people never exercise this control. Every thought you think is either moving you toward your goals or away from them. There is no neutral territory. When negative thoughts arise, and they will mine us, don't fight them directly. Instead, immediately replace them with thoughts aligned with your vision. This isn't positive thinking, it's strategic thinking. You're consciously choosing thoughts that serve your purpose rather than sabotage it. Practice this mental discipline daily. Each time you catch yourself thinking limiting thoughts, consciously redirect to empowering ones. This builds the mental muscle necessary for sustained success. Faith, in this context, is not blind belief. It's the confident expectation that persistent, intelligent action toward a worthy goal must eventually succeed. This faith is built through study of success principles an observation of how natural laws work. Look at any great achievement in history. None happened overnight, but all followed predictable patterns: clear vision, burning desire, persistent action, continuous learning, and unwavering faith in eventual success. No, your faith grows stronger as you take action. Each small victory builds confidence for larger challenges. Each skill developed increases your capacity. Each contact made expands your opportunities. Faith is not hoping things will work out. It's knowing they must work out because you'll persist until they do. Your subconscious mind accepts whatever you consistently tell it, whether true or false. Most people unknowingly program themselves for failure by constantly affirming their limitations. Take conscious control of this process through disciplined autosuggestion. Create affirmations that align with your goals and repeat them with emotional intensity. But remember, affirmations without action are self-deception. Now, your evening routine should include reviewing your definite purpose, visualizing its achievement, and affirming your commitment to persistent action. Your morning routine should include the same elements, plus planning specific actions for the day. Thought without action produces nothing but frustration. Faith without action is empty hope. Knowledge without application is useless trivia. Only through persistent, intelligent action do dreams become reality. Start where you are, with what you have. Don't wait for perfect conditions. They'll never come. Take the first step, then the next, then the next. Each action teaches you something and moves you closer to your goal. Edison didn't wait for ideal laboratory conditions. Ford didn't wait for universal approval. Rockefeller didn't wait for unlimited capital. They began with whatever resources they had and improved their position through consistent action. Fear is the great destroyer of achievement. It whispers that you're not qualified, not deserving, not capable. These whispers are lies, but they become truth if you believe them. The 6 basic fears: poverty, criticism, ill health, loss of love, old age, and death paralyze more dreams than all external obstacles combined. Recognize these fears when they arise. Question their validity. Then take action despite them. Fear cannot survive in the presence of a definite purpose backed by persistent action. Every step forward weakens fear's grip. Every small victory builds courage for larger challenges. Face fear directly, and it retreats. Run from it, and it pursues. And most people fail not because they lack ability, but because they quit too soon. They stop 3 feet from gold, as Darby learned in his mining failure. They give up just before breakthrough. Persistent is not grinding effort without intelligence. It's maintaining your vision and purpose while adapting your methods based on feedback. It's the willingness to fail your way to success, learning from each setback. Build persistence by celebrating small wins, learning from setbacks, and maintaining your vision regardless of temporary defeats. Remember that every expert was once a beginner. Every professional was once an amateur. Every icon was once an unknown. No significant achievement is accomplished alone. Surround yourself with people who share your commitment to growth and achievement. Form alliances with those whose skills complement yours. Carnegie's mastermind group helped him build his steel empire. Ford collaborated with Edison and other innovators. Successful people actively seek relationships that accelerate their progress toward their goals. Choose your associates carefully. Avoid energy drains, people who constantly complain, criticize, or make excuses. Spend time with those who challenge you to grow. Support your vision and demonstrate success principles in their own lives. Success is not built through dramatic gestures, but through small, consistent actions compounded over time. Reading one page daily creates vast knowledge over years. Saving small amounts consistently builds substantial wealth. Improving Bifanjuri daily creates remarkable transformation. Develop daily success habits aligned with your major purpose. Plan your day the night before. Begin each day with purposeful activity. End each day by reviewing progress and planning improvements. These simple disciplines, practiced consistently, create extraordinary results. No, financial independence is not about making money. It's about creating value, solving problems, and serving others effectively. Money follows value creation. Focus on developing skills that solve important problems for others. Study successful people in your field of interest. Learn their methods, understand their thinking, and adapt their strategies to your situation. Success leaves clues. Follow them. Build multiple income streams over time. Develop expertise that others will pay for. Create systems that generate income even when you're not actively working. This is how financial freedom is built. Every moment presents a choice. Remain as you are, or begin transforming into who you could become. Your past does not determine your future. Unless you allow it to,